Hello students, in today's lecture we will learn optical instruments and this is the theory part. The topics which we will cover in today's lecture, first is microscope, simple microscope, compound microscope, telescope, refracting telescope and last reflecting telescope. So these are the topics of the today's lecture which we will learn each one by one. Disclaimer: the images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we should remove the images. So, first topic is microscope. It is an optical instrument which forms a magnified image of a small nearby object. Microscope, we can say it is an optical instrument. The use of microscope is to magnify the image. Suppose have any small image and using the simple microscope you can magnify that. So small nearby object and thus increases the visual angle subtended by the image at the eye so that the object is seen to be bigger and distant. So main point is simple microscope or we can say microscope. It is a optical instrument that is used to magnify image. Clear? Microscope is optical instrument used to magnify image. So first is the simple microscope or we can say magnifying glass. Simple microscope, it consists of single convex lens. So this is the ray diagram of the simple microscope where this lens, this L is the convex lens. Clear? This is the convex lens. This is the convex lens. And the focal length of this convex lens is small. Clear? And this C, this is the optical center of the convex lens. So using the simple microscope forms a magnified image of an object placed between the optical center and principal focus of the lens. So here this line, this straight line is the we known as the principal axis. Listen carefully. This line is the principal axis. Clear? This one is the principal axis. And this is the focal point, and this is optical center. And when you want to magnifying image, so the object should be placed between focal and optical center. So this is the object. This AB is the, suppose this is the object and this is the magnified image. A prime, B prime is the magnifying image of the this is object which is placed between the optical center and principal focus. This is the principal focus. Clear? So simple microscope is used to magnify the image and have only this one, a single convex lens. In this diagram, this one here, the angle is subtended by the object at eye, and that is theta naught, and that this is the clear vision, and that distance is D is equal to 25 centimeter. Clear in this diagram. and this is the ray diagram of the simple microscope. So if if the question asked between what is the difference between both diagram, so the main difference is a convex lens is placed between this here. Suppose when you placed a convex lens here, you will be get this diagram. Clear? So using a, a single convex lens, a simple microscope can be magnified the object images. Clear? If the image is formed at the near eye point of the, suppose the image is from this near point, means here the image is formed. Suppose this at this point A prime B prime is the image. Then the formula for the magnification, m is equal to 1 plus dy f. Clear? Formula for the magnification is m is equal to 1 plus dy f, where m is the magnifying power. And second case, if the image is formed at infinity, then magnification is equal to dy f. So listen carefully, there is a 2 point and both the points are important. First is if the image is formed at the near point. In that case, the magnification m is equal to 1 plus dy f. But if the image is formed at infinity, in that case, m is equal to dy f. Both the formulas are important. This one, m is equal to dy f if the image is formed at infinity, and m is equal to 1 plus dy f if the image is formed at the near point of the eye. Clear? Both the points, where m is the magnifying power and d is the normal viewing distance for the human. Clear? This is the normal viewing distance for the human, and that distance is the 25 centimeter. Clear? That distance is the 25 centimeter. And f is the focal length of the magnifying lens. Clear? F is the focal length. I hope all the points are clear. So this distance d from the object and the eye is d, or we can say this is the normal viewing point, or also we can say the distance is the 25 centimeter. Clear? So this is the ray diagram of the simple microscope, or we can say magnifying glass. I hope all the points are clear. Second is compound microscope. Compound microscope. It consists of two lenses. Listen carefully. Compound microscope consists of two lenses of small focal length and small apertures. And the focal length and the apertures of the compound microscope is small. Also, the focal length and aperture of objective lens are smaller than that of eyepiece. Means what? Means a compound microscope consists of two lenses. We know as first lens is objective and second lens is eyepiece. Clear? And both the lenses have a small focal length. And what is the difference between the focal length? Listen carefully. The focal length and aperture of objective lens are smaller than that of eyepiece. So this is the objective lens and this is the eyepiece. The focal length of this objective lens, or we can say, or the aperture of this objective lens are smaller as compared to eyepiece. Clear? The focal length and the aperture of the eyepiece is greater, much large as compared to objective lens. So clear this point? The image formed by the objective lens is real. Clear? And this is the image formed, like this is the image. This image is formed by the objective lens. This one, this is object, this H is the object, and image is this. Clear? This is the objective, and the image formed by this objective lens is H prime. This is the height of the image. So here, this is the object, H is the object, and H prime is the, suppose this is the image. So this image is the real. In what case? In the case of objective lens. Clear? So remember that this point. And inverted and magnified. Clear? This image is inverted and magnified, and the size of object is much less the size of image. So this is the size of image is more as greater, clear, large size as compared to size of object. This image acts as the object for the eyepiece, and the final image is highly magnified. Listen carefully. This H prime. This is the image of this object. Clear? But the main point is this image act as a object for the eyepiece. Clear? This is the eyepiece lens, and this image is act as a object in the case of eyepiece, and the image of this object is highly magnified. This is highly magnified. Clear? And virtual. This image is virtual and inverted with respect to the original object. Clear? Original object is what? This one. This is the original object. Clear? So this is the ray diagram of the compound microscope. So, and the distance between the object and the optical center is represented by unit u naught, uo, or we can say uo. This is the object distance, and the distance from the optical center and the image of the object in the case of objective lens, and that is vo. Clear? In similarly in the case of eyepiece, the ue is the object distance from the optical center, and this is the object distance from this point to this point. Clear? U represented by ue, and the image is this one. So this is the image, or we can say the distance is represented by ve. Clear? From the optical center. So this is the ray diagram. So remember that point. The compound microscope consists of two lenses. First is objective and second is eyepiece. And objective have a smaller focal length and the aperture as compared to the eyepiece. Clear? So this is the compound microscope. If M naught and ME with the magnifications produced by the objective and eyepiece respectively, means this M naught, this is the magnification produced by the objective, and ME, this is the magnification produced by the eyepiece. Clear? Then the total magnification of the microscope, this compound microscope, is represented by M, and that is equal to MO multiplied by ME. So this is the formula, or we can say total magnification of the compound microscope, where MO is represents the magnification produced by the objective, and ME is the magnification produced by the eyepiece. Clear? If the final image is formed at the near point D of the eye, then the magnification is equal to minus VO divided by UO, 1 plus D by FE. So this is when the image is formed near the eye point. Clear? And after modification, it will be M is equal to minus this one. M is equal to minus L divided by F naught, 1 plus D by FE approximately. Here, the main point is this is the objective, and the optical center is this one, and this is the eyepiece, and the optical center is this one, and the distance between this one from this from objective lens and the eyepiece is represented by L. Clear? Is represented by L. So M is equal to L divided by F naught 1 plus d by Fe is the magnification when the image is formed at the near point, and that near point is represented by d of the eye. Clear? And d is equal to 25 centimeter. I hope this points clear. So this is the compound microscope. Second is, if the image is formed at infinity. If the image is formed at infinity, in that case, the magnification is equal to minus VO divided by UO dy Fe. And after modification, you will be get M is equal to minus L by FO dy Fe approximately. And what is L? L is the distance between the eyepiece and objective lens. Clear? And both the formulas, when the image is formed near the eye point and when the image is formed at infinity, are important. Sometimes directly questions will be asked in the exams. Clear? And the length of the tube of microscope, L is equal to VO plus UE. Clear? This is the length of the tube of the microscope, or we can say the distance between objective and eyepiece. Next, telescope. A telescope is an optical instrument which increases the visual angle at the eye by forming the image of a distant object. So telescope basically used to see the objects, and that is have the distance between the eye and object is very light. In that case, the telescopes is used. So at the least distance of distinct vision, so that the object is seen distinct and bigger. So first is refracting telescope, second is reflecting telescope. We will learn there is a two types of refracting telescope. There are two type of telescope. First is refracting telescope, second is reflecting telescope. Clear? So first is refracting telescope. It consists of an objective lens of large focal length FO and large aperture. The eyepiece consists of convex lens of small aperture and small focal length FE. So listen carefully. Refracting telescope, there is a two lenses. First one is objective lens, and the focal length are large and denoted by FO, and aperture is also large. And second lens is eyepiece, consists of convex lens and small aperture and small focal length denoted by Fe. Clear? Distance between the two lenses is set as L is equal to FO plus Fe. This one. In normal adjustment, the final image is formed at infinity, and magnifying power of the telescope is M is equal to minus FO divided by Fe. So this is the magnifying power in case of normal adjustment. So for the exams, remember this formula. Clear? In practical adjustment, the final image is formed at the near point of the observer's eye. In this arrangement, magnification is equal to minus FO divided by Fe multiply by 1 plus Fe divided by D. So FO is the focal length of the focal point of the objective, and F is the focal length of the eyepiece, and D is equal to 25 centimeter. Clear? And Fe focal length of the eyepiece. So I think all the points is clear. Next is reflecting telescope. Reflecting telescope. It consists of an objective which is large paraboloid concave mirror of maximum possible focal length f(o). So this is the simple diagram of the reflecting telescope. So this is the, there is a two mirror. First mirror is we known as objective mirror, and second mirror is the secondary mirror. Clear? So, and the eyepiece is the convex lens of small focal length and small aperture. Clear? Eyepiece having small focal length and small aperture. So magnifying power m is equal to minus f(o) divided by fe, and this is the formula to calculate the magnifying power. Clear? Suppose a ray of light is coming from the infinity. Clear? Coming infinity and parallel to the principal axis. We know that point. So when ray of light is incident on the objective mirror, it will be reflect on the focal length this at this point. But before it before it going through the focal point of the secondary mirror, focal point of the this objective mirror, there is a secondary mirror. That secondary mirror is reflect that light, ray of light, to the focal point of the eyepiece. Clear? So there is a two mirror, objective mirror and secondary mirror, and the both the mirror are important for the reflecting telescope. Clear? And the formula is m is equal to minus f(o) divided by fe. This is the magnifying power. I hope this is all clear. Reflecting type of telescope is considered superior as it is free from spherical and chromatic aberrations. It is easy to install and maintain. So here the reflecting telescope is considered superior. Clear? Superior because it is free from spherical and chromatic aberrations, and reflecting telescope is easy to install and maintain and can produce image of greater intensity. Clear? It produce image of the greater intensity. So this is the main point of the reflecting telescope. I hope this all are clear. Thank you for your attention.